Alright, it is Friday night, and you know what that means. We've got another round of the Australian NASCAR eSeries. Friday night trucks powered by Beat the Dark. Mental Health Matters. We are here in Austin, USA, for quite possibly what I would consider one of the maddest rounds of NASCAR trucks you could possibly have. We're at the Circuit of the Americas, the Grand Prix configuration. And for those of you that are used to just watching cars go round in circles and turn left, then yeah, this race is for you. Because yeah, this is a traditional road course. Oh, let's get off the logos there. Get over to the actual screen, and this one has a lot of intricacies, turning right mainly, that are different to the traditional turn left ovals. Now we've got 19 madmen out here tonight. Um, just try and get some of that truck volume up a little bit there. Distance, okay. All right. Yeah, 19 madmen. We've got about 9 on the standings so far for qualifying. Looks like 2 minutes 16.664 is our quick time here tonight. Darren McKenzie, Connor Nixon, Connor, with a 2 minutes 17.226, 2 minutes 17.228 for Andy J. Barber in third, then Henry King, Tom Pritchard, Aaron Gilbert, Colin Bruns, Wayne Taylor, and Ron A. Thompson. Our remaining qualifiers. So we've got about 2 minutes to go. So as we can see, that if you haven't already started your lap, then you're probably not going to have time to finish it. Here is Wayne Taylor. Let's watch Wayne. Now we don't have the cool cams for this track. I didn't even realise I didn't have the track until we went to go live, and it wouldn't let me register for the race. So here we are now. So we'll make do with the production cameras we have got, but 58 coming up to a big hairpin turn. On the Circuit Americas Boulevard backstretch, so to speak. I can see the 06 is out there as well. Ruben Phelps is coming through the S-bends there. And yeah, as I say, for anyone that's used to watching the Friday night trucks and see them going in circles, this one is going to be a little shock. Looks like the 58, he finished up his lap with a 2 minute 23.164. That is in ninth place. The 06 did not get a lap on the board. Only about 40 seconds to go. No one else is out there at the moment. But yeah, this one is going to be a little bit crazy. Now, main event will be 42 laps. Sorry, I just got things all dinging around me, just checking them. 42 laps, and the racing situation is there will be no yellow flags. There will be caution. Sorry, there'll be no cautions. There will be yellow flags, but there'll be no cautions. So traditionally on an oval circuit, we have the 4 laps before we get it going again under caution, so that people can get in and out of the pits, etc. Here on the road circuits, a yellow flag will come up to advise you that yes, there has been a crash up ahead, and it's more of a just be mindful. Just look out for it as you come up. And yeah, so no cautions here tonight. Now, the incident limit is 9 incident points for a drive-through. 13 will be a disqualification. So look to see a couple of drivers possibly get a drive-through, just because it is hard to keep the car on the track. And for every time you hit that grass, it is 1 times. Now, the fuel window with a 42 lap race will, of course, be the halfway mark, basically 22 laps. All right, they're starting to grid up now. In that front row, it's going to be Darren McKenzie and Connor Nixon. I believe with the pace car there, it's going to be a rolling start So what that basically means is you can't see this, but the guys are a few corners, maybe about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 corners before the start finish line. So just a short, maybe a third of the track to race to get this race underway. But front row, sorry, is Darren McKenzie and Connor Nixon. Andy Barber and Henry King are going to be on that second row. Tom Pritchard and Aaron Gilbert, third row. Fourth row, Daniel Stevens and Colin Bruns. Wayne Taylor and Ron A. Thompson on that fifth row. Sixth row is going to be Ruben Phelps and Lachlan Okijo. Nathan Button and Bryce Meddings on that seventh row. Eighth row is going to be Gareth Anderson and Brian J. Blundell. Nick Hill and Nigel Seidel on that ninth row. And 10th row by themselves will be Cody Malley. It looks like we might be waiting for just a few more cars, but we are just at the end of the grid session. If you're not on the grid by now, you will be starting from the pits, which not always necessarily a bad thing, but potentially, obviously you want to start with the rest of the other cars. But yeah, all right, here we go, rolling a start. Let me know how that audio level sounds with the trucks. While I sit here and drink a black coffee, as I forgot to go and get some milk today, I will remind you that Bobbeth TV does accept donations for coffees, for improvements to the page, for just being loved. PayPal.me/streaming with Bob. The link. Alright, we're just going to come through about 3 or 4 more turns here. And we're going to get this underway. The right hander, got 2 more left-handers to come, something a little bit normal to the boys. And then we'll get this race underway. Let's get up to the lead car, I think. Maybe watch the start from the start. There we go, we see the pace car leave at the track. The guys are making the left-hander here, and then the race down at this start-finish line. They're going to wait for Barney and the green flag. There he goes. Friday night trucks here at Circuit of the Americas officially underway. The boys are coming to this first hairpin turn. Bit of a sweeping right-hander coming up. As they come through, not really the S-bends, but it starts to get a little bit wavy just here. We can see Darren McKenzie, Connor Nixon, Andy J. Barber, Henry King, Aaron Gilbert, Daniel Stevens, Colin Bruns, Wayne Taylor. There is a line of boys back there. To a much better start. And look, no disrespect to the boys themselves, but after seeing sort of practice and knowing the difficulties that a little bit of a pass on the hairpin there. The two of Connor Nixon's going to take the race lead off of Darren McKenzie. But yeah, we saw it's easy to get the cars loose. It's easy to sort of oversteer, and these cars not really that good under turning at speed unless you got those tyres warmed up, or it's a basic sort of wide turn like that. Good driving so far. For a 42 lapper, some not aggressive, but certainly some challenging moments already. Some cars sort of taking their opportunities where they can. For the general sakes, it is follow the leader for the time being, which is what you'd kind of expect in an early road circuit race. You don't want to be the first guy to make a mistake. Right, a couple of left-handers to go, and we're going to start lap 2. First full speed lap. The guy's already up to full speed as they start this one, rather than waiting for the green flag lap. So about 3 seconds off the usual pace, 2:19 for that lap, 2:19.266. Darren McKenzie's fallen back to third. Andy Barber's got to battle Connor Nixon for our current race lead. Daniel Stevens there in fourth. Fifth, Henry King. Looks like we've got about 4 or 5 cars behind there. Aaron Gilbert, Wayne Taylor, Colin Bruns, and Lachlan Akijo. And there behind them, there's another little group. Ruben Phelps, Bryce Meddings, Nathan Button, Ron Thompson, Gareth Anderson, Brian Blundell, Nick Hill, and then Nigel Seidel. Looks like we already have our first victim, Tom Pritchard, in the pits, the 90-watt car. We do have someone who didn't take the field as well. No one really having a big advantage. Not a lot happening as we make our 2 left-handers back in to the start-finish line, get this lap back underway. Might be a very quick race here tonight. I mean, 2.5 minutes a lap at most, 42 laps. No cautions. A lot of left and right hand turns. There's our quickest driver on the track right now, the O2 in the blue and white truck. That's Darren McKenzie, 2 minutes 18.562. That is our quick time at the moment. Darren McKenzie and his battles at the moment. Daniel Stevens just behind him with 57 machine, but got a few different camera configs to see if we can get some more different racing on our screen, but it just loves Dazza. So we'll do it this way. Jump up to the 6 of Bryce Meddings. A bit of a pack behind him, Nathan Button, Ron Thompson, Gareth Anderson, Brian Blundell, Nick Hill, Lachlan Akijo, and Nigel Seidel as well. He's got a few cars in front of him. Colin Bruns, Ruben Phelps, Wayne Taylor, all the way up into our lead car. Andy Barber, who has taken the lead away from Connor Nixon. as soon as I sort of go back to my special cameras, straight back up to Darren and the lads. The 91 still in the pits. Actually, you guys can't because the leaderboard is in the way. That is Tom Pritchard. He went in about 3 laps ago. Circuit of the Americas, not for him. These boys handling it a lot better than I was really expecting. Just as I say, it's so easy to step on it and spin the car around a little bit. You know, it's some pretty close, tight racing for some of these cars as well. Our race leader, Connor Nixon in second. So currently Darren McKenzie third, Daniel Stevens, who we center screen fourth. Then we see Henry King and Aaron Gilbert, teammates, as well as Ruben Phelps in seventh, eighth, Wayne Taylor, Colin Bruns ninth, 10th, Bryce Meddings, Nathan Button in 11th, 12th, Ron Thompson, Gareth Anderson in 13th, 14th, Brian J. Blundell, Nick Hill in 15th, 16th, Lachlan Kijo and Nigel Seidel 17th. Tom Pritchard officially will score in 18th as he is he's in the pits. I found like I was talking like Ali G then. He is out the race. Ruz. Zero Gareth Anderson currently in 13th. Oh, 1 and 2 of Nick Hill currently in the pits. Not sure if he's got a little bit of damage, getting something sorted out, but he is definitely, oh no, it looks like he has parked it and retired. We'll lock in the 17th spot. Might be a good idea for Tom to get back out and try and kick some laps off, just move up a spot. At 5:42, 7th of our way into this race. Riding along with the 57 Daniel Stevens. He's got Aaron Gilbert behind him, Henry King in front. To Lachlan Kijo making a move on Gareth Anderson there. 3.3 mile Grand Prix circuit. These boys, mad for even considering this race here tonight. I can't get the feel for the throttle, the control on a road course. It just feels so different. Looks like the 69 are heading into the pits. Nick Hill back in the pits as well, so he may not have retired early. Maybe just some tracking issues at my end. Nigel Seidel currently in there as well. Remember, there is a pit window. The guys will need to pit for fuel. There are no cautions. So there is the yellow flag. If there's a crash, the yellow flag will come out to let you know, but no pacing, no slowing down, no having to give a lap or anything like that. It's just watch out and keep it in mind. So green flag pitting will be occurring here. So these pits are going to be very strategic. Still got a little while to come yet. We're still on our 6th of 42 laps. We're about to start our 7th one now. Oh, Nick coming through on the YouTube required because 33 minutes race done. Ouch. I know that sometimes when it can be like 8 or 12, 8 to 12 minutes, 10 minutes, it's not so bad. You can race some of those laps back, and that's really only 4 or 5 laps. But in the scheme of things, 33 minutes here, man, that's about, what, 12, 15 laps down, so... Unlucky. Props for coming out though, Nick. For those of you that might not be able to see that on the chat, on the other channels, Nick Hills got required repairs of 33 minutes. So he's watching via YouTube and his race is done. So you're a braver man than I am, man, for getting out there and even trying the circuit of the Americas. It's clearly something I've never done because I had to buy the track before the race here tonight. I don't mind Watkins Glen as a road course for the trucks, but not some of these other ones like Coda and things like that. There's Andy J. Barber. He's our race leader. No, he's not. He's in second. There's Connor Nixon. He's our race leader. Connor Nixon has... Andy Barber has his teammate Darren McKenzie back up there in third. Scares me that the top 5 are all Fords. Like, come on, Chevy. Even the Toyotas. Step up a bit, boys. Come on. Button. Sorry about that, lads and ladies. And whoa. Come on, calm down. Not a whole lot going on at the moment. Lap 8 of 42. This is the Australian NASCAR eSeries Friday night trucks powered by Beat the Dark. Mental health matters. We're at the Circuit of the Americas, Austin, USA for 3.36 miles of craziness. Connor Nixon, Eddie J. Barber, Darren McKenzie have all led the race so far. Right now it is Connor Nixon. Jump back a bit, have a look at some of the other guys deeper in the field. There's Lachlan Akijo battling Nathan Button. So he's going to get him under brakes on the U-turn, the hairpin U-turn, the hairpin dog. In the 52, that's Andy Barber, Henry King. We've got the leader Connor Nixon up there in front of him, back behind a little bit Andy Barber's teammate Darren McKenzie. Start lap 9 of 42. I think we'll see a lot of lead pack lapping or anything like that in this one that we're used to seeing in the oval racing. Guys have it pretty spread out. Bit of a section there. There's still 15 cars in. Well, 16 cars counting Nigel Seidel, who's in the pits in this race. 15 of those guys still out on the track. Just really not doing what they're told today. Let's go on the leader. And it says to think Andy J. Barber's our racer. He's in second. Guys, second. Right-hander coming up. Left-hander, sorry, coming up as we get our 10th lap started. And the 52 still battling it out. Looks like the 52 might have got the run on Andy Barber though, as he's moved up in to second. Behind Andy Barber is his teammate Darren McKenzie. Back in fifth, Aaron Gilbert, Daniel Stevens, Ruben Phelps, Wayne Taylor, Colin Bruins, Lachlan Akijo. That rounds out the 10. Bryce Meddings, Nathan Button, Ron Thompson, and Gareth Anderson. Brian Blundell, sorry Brian. A bit of a blank on the name there for a second. Oh, look at the 42 might have cut a bit of the track there. Really likes Andy Barber. He's our race leader. We'll stick up here and watch a lap of our race leader. Let's see how Connor Nixon does it. He did have the quickest last lap, 2 minutes 19, 7.797. 2:18.193 is the quickest lap out there. It looks like quickness is Sorry about that sudden late noise there, guys. I didn't realise it was so loud in the cockpit. Alright, halfway through lap 11 of 42 as they hit the hairpin. The 2, Connor Nixon, he's our race leader. The 2 would be Darren McKenzie in 4th place. I guarantee you, I'm going to hit my auto button, and let's see if we go straight to Andy J. Barber in 3rd place. We do. What is it still? Why does it like Andy so much? Oh, wrong button. Bouncing between teammates Darren McKenzie in 3rd and Andy Barber in 4th. As we come around, we're about to start lap 12. Just 30 laps still remain. Pretty stock standard road course racing. Well, I say that there's Lachlan Akija. He has come off the track. He's got himself over to the pits as quickly as he possibly could. Little wheel spin on those tyres coming out of those turns. A little bit of effort to get a grip as they race out of the hairpin. Leaders getting into the fourth section of the track. Two there. Darren McKenzie, he is in a third spot. There's his teammate Andy Barber in fourth. You'd think they've paid me to broadcast them the way my software seems to be charting on them. There's our race leader there, Connor Nixon, the 2 car. 2:19.916 quickest last lap, so he's consistently one of the quickest trucks out there. Just unfortunate that once again our top 5 are all Ford trucks. Or for those of you just joining in, rather, this is the Australian NASCAR eSeries every Friday night on Bobeth TV, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. The Friday night trucks powered by Beat the Dark. Mental Health Matters. Now they follow the official American NASCAR circuit schedule, so that is why we have a road course on the schedule. Who would actually want to race a road course? I don't know, but here we are. I can see on the track map, a lot of these guys really starting to spread themselves out. Alright, now as you heard me before and as you can see, Friday Night Trucks powered by Beat the Dark, Mental Health Matters. This is our 6th round with Beat the Dark. They've come on board for the 2024 Season 1 Truck League Truck Series. And officially will be powered by the fantastic team at Beat the Dark. Now, the inception of Beat the Dark stems from a profound awareness of people grappling with uncertainty, anxiety, and depression. Now, while originally formed for the iRacing platform, Beat the Dark is a message applicable to all walks of life. Beyond its existence as an iRacing team, the Beat the Dark logo stands independently. We believe in the power of iRacing and the camaraderie it fosters to provide solace during challenging times. iRacing and online gaming service platforms that unite individuals from diverse backgrounds and age groups. Distinctive colours of the logo that you can see there on our screen right now symbolise both genders, and a striking face represents the modern day crusader advocating for social change. We hope that by promoting this awareness, individuals can embrace their true selves and initiate honest conversation. Now, if our efforts can assist even one person struggling, we consider it a worthwhile endeavour. So let's once again extend another warm welcome to Beat the Dark as they power our Friday Night Truck Series. All right, 14th of 42 laps. The boys will be starting to look at their pits windows. 20 to 22 is the rough. Sorry, I just saw Chris's comment and got thrown a bit rough pit window for fuel. Yes, so Chris in Facebook, you boys sure do like to get up before the sun, mate. Sun's just going down, bro. It is the end. It is 9 p.m. Friday evening in Tasmania in Bobbin TV studios. Of this Friday morning junk that you guys are going through. Chris Standridge, host and driver with the short circuit NASCAR Cup cars, shown here on Bobbeth TV, Mobile TV on Thursday nights US. Had I finished last night? I got crashed out. Where were we racing? Talladega. Yeah, I got crashed out by the AI. Got a bit too brave, went 3 wide a few too many times, and was getting the run. And yeah, got crashed out. Yeah, got crashed out. So I think I finished like 20th or something. But I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, race leader Connor Nixon, Henry King still battling it out up the front. Darren McKenzie and Andy Barber in third and fourth. Aaron Gilbert and Daniel Stevens, Ruben Phelps, Wayne Taylor, Colin Bruns and Bryce Medding is our top 10. This water, sorry guys. Artificial intelligence, black. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. We will have a great night. You have a great Friday. Hope the kids aren't too harsh on you. Alright, we do actually see the lead pack coming up on lap traffic. The 22 of the Ron A. Thompson just ahead of, we'll see him just there at the top of the screens, just ahead of the boys, Connor Nixon and Henry King. Find some other bits of racing around the track. Alright, still pretty much as we've been most of the race. Lap 15 underway. Lap 16 about to be underway as the boys hit the start zone here. Connor Nixon, Henry King, Darren McKenzie, Andy Barber, Aaron Gilbert's the 5. Daniel Stevens, Ruben Phelps, Wayne Taylor, Colin Bruns and Bryce Medding is the 10. Nathan Button, Gareth Anderson and Brian Blundell round out the 12th and 13th cars. The last car's on the lead lap. Ron Thompson looks like he's a lap down. Lachlan Akijo is out. Nigel Seidel still in the pits. Nick Hill out as well. Tom Pritchard also out. So just, it looks like 14 cars remain in this competition. Just me, or when I see that orange bit of the logo on the back of that 2 truck, I see the Mud Mule logo, just because I'm so used to seeing that orange, I think. Alright, as the boys race down that back third of the racing segment, about to get into the last quarter of the track. Disappear behind the curvature of that track. Flat earth knowledge there. No, I'm just going to go quiet for a little minute. I'm just going to step out of the booth for just 2 moments. I'll be back. as the 17th lap is underway. Looks like nothing has changed. Connor Nixon still our race leader. Oh, I say that, but no, Henry King has just got past him. I need to be a little bit more aware of that track map, Bob says. That's the 111 and the 058 on our screens. Colin Bruns, Wayne Taylor. They're in 8th and 9th place. Come up through the S's. Chicanery of the section of chicanery. Could I say some dumb things? Thank you for putting up with me, guys and girls. Triple one, Colin Bruns. We can see there on his truck, middle finger racing. That is, it's a great attitude to have behind him, though. Wayne Taylor and Daniel Stevens. Looks like the 058 and the 57 teammates, very similar Polaris wraps. I'm sure that is not a coincidence. Checking the track map, Henry King, Connor Nixon still battling it out for first and second. Look, Darren McKenzie is in a lap car sandwich. He had Ron Thompson in front of him. Nigel Slater was in the pits, Bob. He's got Andy Barber, teammate Andy Barber behind him with Aaron Gilbert as well. 4 seconds further back. Versus Stevens at the moment here for 7th and 8th spot. No, it's not. The 57 electing to go in the pits. We're just going to stick with the 57 so you can sort of see the run in. Well, we were going to stick with them, see with the run in, but alas, we're not going to. Good night of racing so far here in Austin, USA. Circuit of the Americas. The Friday Night Truck Series. Powered by Beat the Dark. This is the Australian NASCAR eSeries. Live and exclusive Bobbeth TV, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Lift your game a bit, lads. We've had some YouTube interaction. Facebook's killing it. Where's all the Twitch peeps at tonight? I was going to say Brette. I say that Brette just follows me. Thank you, Brette. I appreciate you, brother. Beretta Y? Brette. Bit of a mouthful. There's the 52 and the 2. That is our first and second placed drivers in this race. Last lap 2 minutes 877. I spit it out versus 2 minutes 20.486. Henry King versus Connor Nixon. Connor was the quicker of the two, but Henry has the lead. Look for it to shake up very soon. Pit window is almost here. A couple of the cars have already been into the pits. Daniel Stevens, Wayne Taylor, Ron Thompson, Brian Blundell. Aaron Gilbert's in there right now. The other guys have all run about 18 to 19 laps so far. little section, the third section of the track. Pretty much consists of a big left-hander hairpin and a short and long straightaway. So not a lot of room for error, not a lot of room to misjudge a move if you're going to make it. Like the two's going to have it run at 52 there. Under brakes, Connor Nixon will take the race lead as they come through these winding hairpin turns. Left-hander one. A giant right-hander that's going to lead into two left-handers into the start-finish line at the beginning of lap 20. That's where we're going to see those passes, those corners where you come in and don't brake a bit later and just really pull up under the other truck, get yourself around that turn and out of there quicker than they can. Catches people off guard, but it's hard to build. There it is, lap 20, just 23 laps remain in this race. We're just about at the halfway mark. Aaron Gilbert's back out on the track, so you've got to assume he's got enough fuel potentially to see himself home from here. He's currently in fifth, but the top four have to pit very soon. Was that a smart move by Aaron? We'll have to wait and see. Run up the hill, up to the big hairpins coming up. A little left-hander down hill run into the hairpin. Both of them just taking it wisely. To Crazy. Alrighty, they come into the left-handers before the end of this lap. Finish line will come into view as the boys come out of this left-hander. Lap 21. Basically the last lap on the first half of this race. Boys still out on the track though, so maybe conserving a bit of fuel, but I'm not sure. Headset trying to have a drink of water. H2O. Goodness. My mama. Through the S-bends. I think we've still got about another 20, 30 minutes of good racing before we get to the nitty-gritty portion of this race. Still got around 10 to 12 cars on the lead lap still, so that's still a healthy amount. 18 started the race, 14 still on the track. Like Ruben Phelps has gone into the pit. So Bryce Meetings, Nathan Buttons, and our top four, Connor Nixon, Henry King, Darren McKenzie, and Andy Barber, still yet to have pit. Like the 6, Bryce Meddings going into the pits. Oh, the 167 as well. That is Nathan Button, and he almost hit the pit entrance tyres, the safety tyres. But let's see. All right, here we go. So we've got the top 4 coming through. We've got Connor Nixon and Henry King. We can see them in that group there. Back behind them is the 02 Darren McKenzie, and then his teammate Andy J. Barber. Let's see if they go in the pits this time around, or will they milk the tyres and the fuel one more time? Well, look at that. Connor Nixon says yes. Henry King says no. He's going to stay out one more lap. So Henry King is our race leader. Second's going to be Andy Barber because Darren McKenzie went in the pits as well. But let's see if Andy's got a 2. Andy as well. The 22 of Ron Thompson potentially. We're going to jump up to Henry just to double check that he is going to go in the pits this run. It is the exact halfway mark of the track, so definitely if you can make it to the pits now and get some fuel, he's going to get a run all the way to the finish. But did the boys going in a lap or 2 earlier than him, is that going to count? Is that going to make a difference? Going to have to wait and see next 20 laps or so. Watch the 52 come through the section of U-turns. Tight one, another tight one, and then it opens up to the big right-hander. Okay, the 52, yeah, look, he's definitely potting over to the pit entrance there. Gonna take it in, try and get in and out as quickly as possible. Second place, Connor Nixon, he is coming up on the pits. He's just got one more right-hander. The first place car is just pulling in now. Let's jump back to 52. We see the 02 on the side. Is he going to have enough time to get out before the 2 gets a really good run on him? There goes the 2. 52's on his way. It is going to be a battle. The former race leader right there on your screens. He's got the 13th placed Ron Thompson. No, that's the 6th and the 58, Bob. That's Bryce Meddings and Wayne Taylor. That's 10th, 9th and 10th right there. I am a bit blind, apparently. 52, just a corner or 2 back on the 2. Wait for the end of this lap. Looks like everybody. Gareth Anderson, he pit. He hasn't pit yet, so look for him to be going in soon. The 00 might have left his run a bit late to ride his fuel out. 5 of Andy J. Barber. Dan Stevens up in front of him, the 57 Polaris. Oh, it looks like the 5 might have took that turn just a little bit quicker, a little bit better. Don't know if he's going to be able to get up to speed quick enough to take advantage of it. Our race leader is currently the 2 car of Connor Nixon. Henry King a little bit back behind him. Can't quite tell exactly how far behind him. We have to wait for the end of the 20th lap. Looks like there might have been a collision there between the 5 and the 57. Oh, 57, a little bit loose there. Up on the vibrating protective track markings there. Barber, Ruben Phelps, and Aaron Gilbert there. Sorry, Daniel Stevens rather. Ruben Phelps, Andy Barber, and Daniel Stevens. Looking at my times, the 2 is running a quicker lap currently than the 52, so the 52 really having to work to get himself back up into that race lead. Go 6 getting around the 57 there for 5th place under brakes. Phelps. Just 19 to go. This race is fairly spread out at the moment. Connor Nixon is in 1st. 2nd is Henry King. 3rd, Aaron Gilbert, Andy J. Barber, and Ruben Phelps in 4th and 5th. Daniel Stevens, Colin Bruns, Bryce Meddings, Wayne Taylor, and Nathan Button. That is our 7th to 10. Thank you there, guests, over for the like. Appreciate it. Where did we get to? We got to 10. Looks like the 02 of Darren McKenzie currently in the pits. So in 11th, Gareth Anderson, Ron Thompson, 12th, 13th, Brian J. Blundell, Lachlan Akijo, Nigel Seidel, Nick Hill, Tom Pritchard have all locked in 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Nigel still in the pits. The rest have packed their car up and put it on the truck. We do have Darren McKenzie though, as well as looked like there's an extra car in the pits, but that might be the pace car there. Nigel Seidel, Darren McKenzie. I'm sure there's a 3rd. Just can't tell. Riding along, that was the 11th place. Ron A. Thompson. There's Gareth Anderson. There's Ron A. Thompson just there. The blue 22. Blue 22. Blue 22. What? I think I make that joke every time Gareth is on the screen at least once. A race. There's our race leader though, Connor Nixon. I don't know why I struggled on that name then, Connor. You've been leading most of the race. Alright, what does that say on the front of the 2 there? Connor Nixon's Cadwallader. I assume, is that a driver? I assume that's a driver. right, just the two big left-handers to go for Connor Nixon. He'll start lap 26, just 17 of those laps to go. 6 to 9 and the 2. The O2, sorry, in the pits. There's the 2 there. He's our race leader. There's the 111. That is Colin Bruns. He's got Brian J. Blundell there behind him. Collins in 7th. Brian a lap down in 13th. So not a big challenge there. There's the 5. We know who that is. That's Andy J. Barber. Trying to see where he is in 4th spot. Well, looked like he was going to try and take the 22 on the brakes there, but lap traffic also said just wanted to get by him and get back into the race, try and get into that top 3 market. And the 00. Andy J. Barber, the 00. Gareth Anderson. Gareth a lap down in 11th. So just letting Andy on through so he can continue that battle. Like Andy Barber's teammate Darren McKenzie still in the pits. Falling back to 14th, 3 laps down. The 06, that is Ruben Phelps. He's in 5th place. But Daniel Stevens and Colin Bruns behind him in 6th and 7th. A couple of lapped cars, Gareth Anderson and Ron Thompson in front of him, and then his racing opponent, Andy J. Barber, in 4th. All right, it's just going to be 15 to go. The leading 2-car, Connor Nixon, has come out of the left-hander start-finish line run. He has started our 28th lap, just 15 to go. This is the Australian NASCAR eSeries Friday night trucks powered by Beat the Dark. Mental health matters. We're at Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. Maybe it's Austin, Texas. I assume it's Austin, Texas. Austin's in Texas, isn't it? 058 in the 86. That is the 9th placed Wayne Taylor, the 13th placed Brian Blundell, battling it out on the for track position, not placement. Sorry, not position, track placement, not position. That's the other way around. I was going to say it. 00 of Gareth Anderson, Ron Thompson back there behind him. All right, it's going to jump back up to the lead, Henry King and Connor Nixon. Connor is a little over a second quicker at the moment, but in a second spot, we just saw the two-car race leader as he comes in to that last left-hander before we start the 29th lap. Just 14 to go. But you can see there Henry King just chipping away at that lead. 1 second per lap, half a second that lap, 2 minutes 18.098 to 2 minutes 18.407. So, but not the best lap for Henry versus Connor on that one. One before that, definitely better, but still getting a gain on him. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll come back to that soon. We'll not come back to it, we're watching it right now, in fact, as they come through the S-bends. Coming up to that right, left combo as they come up to the third sector of our 4-sector track here. Turn 10 approaching as they come down the downhill run into the hairpin turn. Build up a lot of speed coming down that little run into this turn. And it's a very narrow turn, as you can see there. There's the 52, there's the 2, that's first and second, just 14 laps to come. Coming in the first of those last 2 left-handers. Connor Nixon has been in a fairly good control of this race for quite some time now. Henry King just chipping away as he can. Have a look at the time difference on this one. It was about half a second before. That time has already updated that it is a full second difference in Henry King's favour. drive by Connor Nixon here tonight. Has been very consistent. Hard for Henry King to battle. Race speeds allowed him to keep up with him, maybe even catch him and break that distance down a little bit, but really not giving him too much to work with. And then we can actually see right there behind them, the 167 just gets passed by Connor Nixon. He's going to become lap traffic. But I believe Aaron Gilbert was back there as well, but I might have been mistaken because he's actually coming down the straightaway out of the hairpin. Make sure you drink lots of water, folks. Alright, lap 31 underway, 12 to come, 2:19.011 to 2:19.117. Connor Nixon had the faster lap on that exchange. Trying to get around and have a look at where everyone else is on the track, but camera's really wanting to sort of stick around up the front here today. Of course, the top 6 is our lead lap. Connor Nixon, Henry King, Aaron Gilbert. Wait, Aaron's gone in the pits, I think, has he? He has. Maybe Aaron has suffered a bit of damage. Had a 13 lap green flag run, so you want to assume there's plenty of fuel there, but he will concede a 3rd spot. Andy Barber starts the 31st lap, 12 to go. Put yourself back up into 3rd. Aaron Gilbert will be in 4th at the moment. No, drops back to 5th. Ruben Phelps. Also, 203 is out of the pits. He is actually battling. Let's have a look there. I believe that's the 06. Of Ruben Phelps. So positional battle as soon as he got out of the pits. Great effort. Alright, that is Bryce. No, Ruben Phelps, sorry, and the 203 of Aaron Gilbert. Those two racing down that back stretch from the hairpin, the longest sort of straightaway in the race. I've got a few guys. Let's see. No, it's still just the same. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Darren McKenzie, Lachlan Akijo, Nigel Seidel, Nick Hill, and Tom Pritchard. That is 14th to 18th currently in our pits. Connor Nixon and Henry King are the 1st and 2nd cars. Andy Barber 3rd. Aaron Gilbert and Ruben Phelps, who we see on our screens right now, they're 4th and 5th. Daniel Stevens and Colin Brunn, 6th and 7th. 8th and 9th, Bryce Meadings and Wayne Taylor. Nathan Baldwin in 10th. And then 11th, Gareth Anderson. 12th, Ron Thompson. Brian Blundell in 13th. 13 cars still in this race. 10 of them on the lead lap. 9 of them, sorry, on the lead lap. course, the Australian NASCAR eSeries Truck Series, powered by Beat the Dark. Mental health matters. There's the 252 just coming into view. That's Henry King. He had a second faster, quicker lap. Every time they get to this portion of the track, I feel like they lose a bit of traction or whatever there as they're coming in to that right-hander turn before the big left-hander. It just must be deceiving. Everything's fine here as they hit this one, but it's going to be 10 to go. We're officially on lap 33 of 42 here at the Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. Tuning in on Bobbers TV, whether that's YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Appreciate you all. See me, I'd probably just straighten all those S-bends out, and then on this turn here, take the slowdown penalty as I come down through here. Just start it all over again. I don't know. No, I wouldn't even bother racing on this track. I wouldn't have lasted this long. I don't know how the penalty situation is going on. I haven't seen too many cars have to go through the pits, so I feel like not too much in the way of drive-through penalties. Pardon me. Yeah, well, it's a bit rough. Those coffees with no milk. Oh my gosh, my throat. Yeah, just would love a warm drink right now. I feel like getting really croaky, but black coffee's yuck. Currently looking at Aaron Gilbert and Andy J. Barber, but no, back up to the first two, the lead cars. Connor Nixon, Henry King, Eddie Barber and Aaron Gilbert. They are third and fourth at the moment, but at very different parts of the track. To go now. Fourth lap. The boys coming around the hairpin at the top of the track. Grand Prix setup, so we do see the DRS labels there. Wish the trucks had DRS. That'd be interesting. A little bit of a sprint spot for the boys to just let it loose. last 2 turns before the start of the 35th, and only 8 laps to go. Here we go, the 252. His teammate, the 203, Baron Gilbert. When I say his, I mean Henry King's teammate, is 2 slots back in 4th. Got Andy Barber in between them. A bit of slide through there we saw on Henry King. There was definitely no mistaking that, but looked like he was in control the whole way. Speaking of Henry King, there's his teammate Aaron Gilbert. Currently in 4th spot. He's got Ruben Phelps in 5th, just behind him. A few a bit of a ways up the track is Andy J. Barber, about 20 seconds up the track. And he has his lead. Three and 4th. There's the 5th, Ruben Phelps, still battling it out. Been a bunch of really good one-on-one battles all across the track. Where we are with 7 to go as we hit the hairpin. Alright, we are almost in the dying stages of this race. Connor Nixon and Henry King still battling it out. Right now we're riding along with the 203 of Aaron Gilbert. Let's jump up the lead. I can see the 52 getting it very, very close. 6 to go. There's the 52. There's the 2. Still a good half a second difference. This time in the favour of Nixon instead of King. As I finish my latest hydration, we're riding along with the 80s, with the 6 and the 203 and the 86, Brian Blundell and Aaron Gilbert. We can just see Ruben Phelps 5th place coming into view at the bottom of our screens. I'm just going to jump out of the booth for just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in a moment. Alright, just 5 to go. Lap 38 of 42. Nixon still our race leader. There he is on the screen, coming up on the 6 of that's Bryce Meddings, currently in 7th place. Let's see if how Bryce handles these cars coming racing down this backstretch behind him. Looks like he's letting off a little bit of the speed, trying to stay a little bit higher and wider than he needs to. Take the turn, that allows the 2 to get through. 52 will like something very similar so he can get back to chasing that 2 down. Just 4 more laps to go. Currently riding along, there's the 52. Henry King. He's got the 8th place. Colin Bruns behind him in the 111. Bryce Meddings is back there as well. coming through the U-turn, the hairpin group of hairpins. You got the sharp left-hander, then you got the right-hander, left-hander, and then the sweeping right-hander. But the leader is just coming through now, and some of the other boys here on our screens. All right, here we go. Lap 40 underway. Just 3 more laps to go. What a race. First section of the track complete for the 2 cars coming into the second section. That'll be the YDS bends. Nixon has absolutely dominated the Friday night trucks here, powered by Beat the Dark circuit of the Americas. It's the Australian NASCAR eSeries visit to Austin, USA, and the road course has definitely been something else. Not what I expected. It's been a lot better than I expected. In that I was thinking a few drive-throughs and spin-outs and things like that. So the boys have done an amazing job. What a burger corner there. See, that's what it does now. Well, the camera not really knowing who to jump on at the moment. It is bouncing around a number of the cars. We're on our penultimate lap, just 2 to go. Connor Nixon, our race leader, Henry King, Andy J. Barber, Ruben Phelps, and Aaron Gilbert, the top 5. Daniel Stevens, Colin Bruins, Bryce Meddings, Wayne Taylor, and Nathan Barton, the top 10. Gareth Anderson, Brian Blundell, Ron Thompson, Darren McKenzie, and Lachlan Akijo is the top 15. And the remaining cars, Nigel Seidel, Nick Hill, Tom Pritchard. Number of cars in the pits. Just lost track of where all the cars were for a second then. Coming down through the collection of hairpins. The 111. He is Nathan. No, that's Colin Burns. I don't think it was Nathan Button for. It's Colin Burns. Button's like 167. Bloody getting used to the numbers and cars in the league. Sixth round of the Australian NASCAR eSeries. Friday night trucks powered by Beat the Dark. Just 2 turns to go before the white flag lap. Oh, a little bit of traction loss there for the Ford Performance 2 truck. It's got a car between him and Henry King, the second place car though, so not too crazy at this stage. Coming up out of the S-bends. A couple of little minor, sort of more corners, not S-bends, but they definitely look chicanery on the track map. He's going to come out of this left-handed into the right-hand dip to go downhill into the big left-hand hairpin. It's a long run down the longest straight part of the track. Left-hand turn for the leader. The collection of hairpins is not going to be long before he gets to the last couple of turns. Oh, that front right's got to be pretty bare. That truck is getting loose at a moment's notice. He's got the 1111, who is in 7th place behind him, but Henry King is only about 3.5, 4 seconds back. So any minor incident could cause an issue here for the 2 car. Right-hander and then 2 left-handers, and then here's home. Look at the slide on that truck as she's coming through the turns. That's got to be scary. It really does. There's the first left-hander. One more to come. There's pit entrance. He knows that that means start-finish line just around the corner. Doesn't have to do anything too crazy, but she's losing traction. Just gets to the start-finish line in time to win the race, but geez, that would have been a nasty way for the 52 to have caught up and taken the lead there. Connor Nixon wins here at the Circuit of the Americas. Henry King second, Andy Barber third, Ruben Phelps fourth, fifth, Aaron Gilbert, Daniel Stevens in sixth, seventh, Colin Bruns, Bryce Meddings in eighth, ninth, Wayne Taylor, Nathan Bunn 10th, 11th, Brian J. Blundell, Gareth Anderson in 12th, 13th was Ron Thompson, Darren McKenzie finished 14th, Lachlan Akijo finished in 15th, 16th was Nigel Seidel, Nick Hill finishing in 17th and 18th, Tom Pritchard, but I'm sure there was 19. There was Cody Malley was the 19th car. All right, guys and girls, unfortunately got to run straight away. Skids in to win exactly. Moist Mauler gets it spot on. We're not going to have time for interviews this evening. So great racing, guys and girls. Congratulations, Connor Nixon, Henry King, and Andy Barber for 1, 2, and 3. Join us next week when I find the schedule. Where is it? No, we've got it. All right. That's right. So we go from Coda to Chicagoland. 150 laps at Chicagoland. Chicagoland, a great track. That is going to be racy as heck. So join us next Friday night for that. All right, guys and girls. Congratulations, Connor Nixon, Henry King, Andy Barber. Best of luck to the rest of the drivers. May you do better next week. But road course action, an absolute beast. This has been Bobbeth TV, the Australian NASCAR eSeries Friday Night Trucks, powered by Beat the Dark. My name is Bob. You know the rest. Boy.